Today, we're finally taking a look at the all-new 2026 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500, and honestly, this might be the wildest Mustang Ford has ever built. From the moment you see it, you immediately understand that this isn't just another performance coup with a bigger engine and some sporty badges. This car looks aggressive, angry, and purpose-built for speed in a way that makes even the regular Mustang GT seem tame. The first thing that immediately grabs your attention about the 2026 GT500 is the design. Ford clearly wanted this car to look intimidating from every possible angle, and they absolutely succeeded. Up front, the car features a much more aggressive fascia compared to the standard Mustang, with a huge open grille designed to feed air into what is expected to be a massive supercharged V8 engine. From the side profile, the car looks incredibly muscular and planted. The wide-body stance makes the GT500 appear much lower and wider than a regular Mustang, and the massive wheels and performance tires completely fill out the arches. Ford has managed to modernize the Mustang's iconic taillight design without losing its heritage. The signature triple vertical LED taillights are now sharper, darker, and more aggressive-looking, especially when illuminated at night. Inside the cabin, Ford appears to be blending modern technology with serious performance-focused details. The interior of the latest Mustang platform already looks significantly more advanced than older generations, and the GT500 is expected to take things even further with premium materials and track-inspired design elements. Drivers will likely get heavily bolstered Recaro performance seats wrapped in leather and Alcantara, along with carbon fiber trim pieces throughout the dashboard and center console. The fully digital instrument cluster gives the cockpit a modern high-tech appearance while still allowing drivers to customize layouts depending on driving modes or performance settings. The large infotainment screen is expected to feature Ford's latest software system with wireless Apple CarPlay. Android Auto. Now let's talk about the main reason everybody is excited about this car, the performance. While Ford hasn't officially confirmed every specification yet, reports strongly suggest the 2026 GT500 will use an upgraded version of the legendary supercharged 5.2-liter V8 engine. Some insiders predicting power figures exceeding 800 horsepower, which would make this the most powerful production Mustang ever created. And honestly, looking at the engineering and the aggressive cooling setup, those numbers actually seem believable. The previous GT500 already produced 760 horsepower, so Ford clearly had a strong foundation to build from. Safety is another area where modern performance cars have improved dramatically, and the 2026 GT500 should include a full range of advanced driver assistance systems. Expected safety features include adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, automatic emergency braking, rear cross-traffic alert, parking sensors, and high-definition surround view cameras. While nobody buys a GT500 primarily for safety technology, it's still reassuring to know that Ford is including modern protective systems in a car with this level of performance. The stronger chassis structure, improved suspension tuning, and advanced traction management systems should also help make the car more stable and controllable under extreme driving conditions. Now let's talk about price, because this is where things start getting really interesting. Conlai industry reports suggest the 2026 GT500 could start somewhere around the $100,000 range, especially once you begin adding optional performance packages and carbon fiber upgrades. That might sound expensive for a Mustang, but when you consider the level of performance this car is expected to deliver, it actually starts looking like a bargain compared to many European supercars. Cars like the Chevrolet Corvette Z06, Porsche 911, and Mercedes-AMG GT may still offer more refinement or luxury, but the GT500 delivers something many of those cars can't replicate: raw emotional character. There's something uniquely exciting about a supercharged American V8 that shakes the ground, screams under acceleration, and feels slightly dangerous every time you push the throttle. That emotional connection is a huge part of what makes the GT500 so special. And speaking of driving modes, the driving experience is expected to be one of the biggest improvements for the new GT500. Ford has reportedly worked extensively on improving chassis balance, suspension tuning, and aerodynamic efficiency to make the car feel sharper and more controlled than ever before. Previous GT500 models were already incredible. Fly fast in a straight line, but this new generation appears to focus even more on overall handling performance. With upgraded Magni-Ride suspension, wider tires, larger brakes, and improved traction systems, the GT500 should feel more planted during aggressive cornering while still delivering that explosive muscle car personality. What makes this car special is that it doesn't try to hide its power or make everything feel overly refined. Instead, it embraces the drama. The steering should feel heavy and direct, the exhaust loud and aggressive, and the acceleration completely violent in the best possible way. This is the kind of car that demands your attention every second you're behind the wheel, and for enthusiasts, that's exactly the point. What truly separates the 2026 GT500 from its competitors is the personality. This car isn't trying to be subtle or understated. It's loud, dramatic, aggressive, and unapologetically excessive. In a market where so many modern performance cars are becoming increasingly digital and isolated, the GT500 still feels mechanical, emotional, and exciting. It combines old-school muscle car madness with modern engineering and technology in a way very few vehicles can. And with rivals like the Camaro disappearing and Dodge moving away from traditional V8 muscle cars, Ford now has an opportunity to dominate this segment almost entirely on its own. At the end of the day, the 2026 Mustang GT500 looks like it could become one of the most memorable American performance cars ever built. It has the styling, the power, the sound, the technology, and the attitude that enthusiasts want from a true halo muscle car. Sure, it probably won't be the most practical or fuel-efficient option on the market, but that's completely missing the point. Cars like this are built to create excitement, emotion, and unforgettable driving experiences. And based on everything we've seen so far, the new GT500 appears ready to deliver all of that in an absolutely insane package. If Ford truly manages to combine 800-plus horsepower with improved handling, modern technology, and aggressive styling, this might not only be the best Mustang ever made, it could also become one of the last great gasoline-powered muscle car legends.